For over 50 years, the Bloomfield Township community has enjoyed wonderful library services. It wasn't always so. In the early 1960s, a group of dedicated residents worked very hard to inform other residents of the need and value for a public library in the community. They were successful, and the rest is history, as they say. Soon after, the first library board was formed, and with their dedication, vision, and leadership, the first Bloomfield Township Public Library was established. It was in a rented office building with a small space, small staff, and small collection.
It was soon evident a larger facility was needed. Township residents, Mr. and Mrs. Leslie Green, were gracious enough to donate 4 acres of land for a new library site at the corner of Echo and West Long Lake Road. In March of 1965, a new group called the Friends of the Library was established. By October, the library at the Devon Building had 24,000 books in the collection and served 5,817 patrons. By May of 1966, new building plans were in motion, and a millage campaign to raise $1.5 million was voted on. It was determined a more central location for a new library was needed. Mr. Green agreed to sell the 4-acre parcel of land, and in turn, an 8-acre site at Lone Pine and Telegraph Road was found to meet the requirement. Groundbreaking for the new library location was August 7, 1967. The township population is now approaching 35,000. It would take nearly 2 years to build the new structure of the interconnecting pavilions. In 1977, the Bloomfield Township Library was first in the state to employ a computer-automated circulation system. This year, the library had 110,000 circulating adult books. By 1979, the home video revolution takes off, and the library now offers movies and educational programs on beta and VHS tapes at no cost to the patrons. By 1985, the Bloomfield Township population was now over 42,000, and plans are underway to add 5 more pavilions to the library. In August of 1986, a $2.5 million bond issue passed, permitting the library building to expand from 31,000 square feet to 55,000 square feet. In honor of the library's 25th anniversary in 1989, new gardens were established as a gift from the Friends of the Library. The Friends also gifted the Quest sculpture, which has graced the lobby nearly 30 years. Karen Catullus Carter became the director of the library in 1997, she being the 4th director of the library in its 30 years of service. This same year, the drive-up book return was made available for cardholders. Libraries across the country in the late 1990s were rapidly acquiring computers for patron use, and in the year of 2000, the computer reference section of the library had become a high-traffic area. Computers are also very popular in the youth services area. On July 19, 2005, the library broke ground for another expansion and renovation project. The construction will take 3 years to add 6 new pavilions, all at ground level. No interruptions to the library operations are expected during the construction period. With great anticipation, 2008 finally came. The 3-year improvement project of adding 6 new pavilions to the library was now completed. In April, the opening of the new library and circulation area took place. On August 19th, there was an open house to celebrate the beautiful new youth services area. The library gardens were still in full bloom on October 11th, 2008, when there was another grand event, the rededication of the library. Hundreds of community residents and township officials toured the complete complex. They saw the many offerings in the adult services area. For many, they were truly amazed to have a world-class children's center in their library. Residents enjoyed the dining experience as well. There were trumpeters who, with their fanfare, led guests to the ribbon-cutting ceremony in the new community room. Virginia Lee Smith was one of several speakers, followed by an author and futurist, David Pierce Snyder. The collection size is now 344,288 items, and we have 43,439 cardholders. 2012 was a record year for the youth services area. For more than 40 years, the Children's Summer Reading Program had been a major project of the library. In 2012, over 1,000 children were in the Dream Big Read Summer Reading Program. Karen Catullus Carter, in February of 2013, announced her plans for retirement. She has served for 26 years and guided the library through several building and renovation programs. In June of 2013, Carol Mueller was selected by the Library Board of Trustees to become the library's 5th director. The Friends of the Library since 1996 has now given $1,157,000 to the library.
Today, Bloomfield Township Public Library is that and so much more. We have a very large collection, lots of programs, wonderful spaces for our guests to enjoy. The Bloomfield Township Board of Trustees, past and present, have had great stewardship and leadership and vision to keep the library what it is today, the place to discover. Our very generous friends have donated over $1 million to this library for its special touches, its art and gardens, programs, and special additions to the collections. And of course, the heart and soul of the library is library staff, who provide great service and exceptional library experience to everyone who visits the library. Thank you, Bloomfield Township, for your support of this amazing library that champions the power of words to spark discovery and imagination.